Welcome to Hydro Aluminum, a world leader in the aluminum products industry. We'd like to invite you to take a short tour through our facility as we explain some of the capabilities at the St. Augustine division. On a typical day, many customer orders are received and entered by the sales staff. St. Augustine is uniquely equipped with its own remelt facility. Reclaimed aluminum is segregated and stored and eventually loaded into a furnace. At the furnace, the material is heated until it reaches a liquid state, and impurities will be skimmed from the top. Once impurities are skimmed away, the metal will be transferred to a secondary furnace, which is referred to as the holder. At the holder, other metals are introduced to the mixture in order to achieve specific chemistries. Once chemistries are verified and the material has reached its target temperature in excess of 1100 degrees, it's released into a trough system and directed to the casting table. This process is continually monitored for relevant quality parameters. During the cast process, samples are taken to ensure a consistent quality product. Further reduction of impurities takes place as the material is cast through a unique hydro degassing process. These impurities are commonly referred to as dross. As the table underneath the casting unit lowers, the cooling material forms a solid cylindrical shape, which ultimately will become what is referred to as an aluminum log. These logs are then removed using a crane and positioned for the next operation. Ultimately, the logs are cut to specific lengths known in the industry as billets. The billets will then be grouped in bundles and stamped for proper identification to be staged for further processing. Here at the extrusion facility, we have 3 presses which utilize both 8 and 9-inch diameter billets. Billets are heated to a predetermined temperature, which is process specific. Once heated, the billet is moved from the heater to the press. The billet is then extruded through a steel shape, which is referred to as a die. On any given production day, multiple die changes are required in order to produce a variety of different shapes. All dies are stored and maintained by our in-house die correctors. Each die requires precise adjustments and polishing by our die correctors in order to maintain the life of the die and the quality of the product. Back at the press, the die will be loaded into position. The billet is introduced and the ram advances, forcing the billet through the die. The profile is guided by an extrusion team member to the handling system. Now the material will be cut by the hot saw and transferred down to the cooling table. Once cooled, the raw material lengths are hydraulically stretched, cut to length, and racked for further processing. Housed in our quality lab, our technicians inspect samples from the extrusion process to verify mechanical properties for strength and for product integrity. Break tests are one of the many measurements utilized to ensure that the product meets the requirements for its in-use application. The vision system is used to validate profile accuracy. Records of these tests are maintained by the quality technicians, along with their interpretations of the results. Another device used is the Coordinate Measuring Machine, or CMM. This instrument is used to validate dimensional characteristics of machined features. The Organic Photoreceptor Core, or OPC department, is a specialized division. OPC team members begin the process by pointing one end of an extruded tube. The pointed end will be inserted into a hollow die and pulled down the length of a drawbench. This reduces the diameter of the product, which at this point is simply referred to as drawn tube. This material will then be roll straightened, washed, dried, and then loaded onto the saw for precision cutting. Once cut, team members begin final inspections. Before the material is packed, saw chips are removed and visual inspections are performed for surface integrity and acceptable finishes. Precision measuring equipment, such as micrometers and calipers, along with other electronic measuring devices, are instrumental in providing a quality product in this highly specialized market. Finished products leaving this department are loaded and shipped. The processes performed in general drawn tube are identical to those in OPC. However, the draw benches in GDT have the ability to support a wider range of tube diameters and overall lengths. All drawn tube products, other than the OPC products, are produced in GDT. Capabilities in our general drawn tube department include mill finish and bright finish products. General drawn tube also supplies materials to our downstream departments, such as fabrication and paint. Our fabrication department provides a wide range of services to our customers. Some of these services include precision cutting, welding, punching, and end forming. Fabrication utilizes highly automated machinery for assemblies and computerized numeric controlled machining. A large portion of our fabrication department is dedicated to the production of rigid conduit. You may recognize a variety of the products produced in fabrication, such as automotive components, heat sinks, and other recreational products. Hydro St. Augustine utilizes in-house talent to design, build, and implement customized equipment to service large volume customer needs. Our state-of-the-art powder coat facility can support lineal shapes of up to 40 feet. The process begins with a chemical treatment of the material to ensure a long-lasting finish. The equipment applying the powder coat is programmable and can recall customer-specific recipes. Currently, we utilize a vertical line for liquid paint application and a horizontal line for powder application. An inline oven is used to cure finishes for both the vertical and horizontal lines. When possible, materials are packed in the paint department, however, most are transported to the finished goods area. Team members in the packing department wrap up the process by packaging the material in accordance with customer specifications. These packaging requirements are defined by the customer and communicated to the finished goods team. Packages are loaded with care on a truck and shipped to the final customer. The Hydro values: courage, cooperation, determination, respect, and foresight. Remember, you are the person in personal safety.